For some months now, one of the most attractive figures of the young South American music scene has been living here, Alfonso Letelier. I've had the good fortune to spend some time with him and his distinguished wife, an excellent artist in her own right. Although the time has seemed short, so interesting is his personality and the things he's told us about how they've been able to create a school of music in Chile. There's so much from which to select examples and ideas. In this article I cannot include as much as I would like, but at least it would be good to give an idea here of our conversations when two musicians got to know and appreciate each other. My dear Letelier, forgive me, but please tell me how old you are. With great pleasure. I was born in Santiago, Chile in 1912. I don't know if this will surprise you, but I did my studies in music at the Conservatoire of the University of Chile at the same time as I was studying engineering. Oh, a wonderful combination. And perhaps that's why one can see in your music a perfectly achieved ideal of form. In this respect, I've been impressed by your sonetos, by Mistral for soloist and orchestra. They remind me a little in their depth and their kind of quiet pathos, if I can use the phrase, of Mahler's Das Lied von der Erde. Exactly. And though it may surprise you, in Chile we're aware of the latest and most significant developments in Europe. Since 1925, music in Chile has been in a phase of great activity. The initiation and realization of it all is due primarily to Domingo Santa Cruz, with the creation of the Bach Association. They set up courses in music there and brought about the reform of the Conservatoire and the establishment of the Symphony Orchestra and the Faculty of Fine Arts. The orchestra is led by Armando Carvajal, a musician of extraordinary ability as a conductor. Weekly concerts are given all year round, in which the audience hears the best of the world's music, both classical and modern. This is an audience which was hesitant to begin with, snobbish soon after, but finally cultured and genuinely enthusiastic. Within a short time, Santa Cruz obtained official approval to create the Institute of Advanced Music, for which the State Orchestra and the School of Dance were also set up, and soon a School of Opera will be created. We don't neglect the work of spreading culture. Every Sunday there are concerts for workers, with commentaries on the works performed. They've had marvellous results. The Institute pays attention to the most subtle and refined areas of music, with numerous concerts of chamber music. And all of this is extended into the provinces, with tours by the State Orchestra. In all these concerts they expect Chilean music to be played, if possible. We did have problems at the beginning, but our audiences have eventually become interested in Chilean works because it's their own music. Armando Carvajal is really committed. For example, he'll make every effort and sacrifice to enable we Chilean musicians to hear our compositions, and in this respect we can't thank him enough for what he does for Chilean music. Because of it, we have today a genuine symphonic repertoire. Yes, I've been aware of this through your works and those that you've played to me by Santa Cruz, Allende and others. It's work that is proof already of considerable maturity and that seems well supported and popular. But don't try to fob me off. I want to hear more about your own work. Well, there's little of interest if we compare it with what I've just been telling you about. In 1935 I met my wife's family, and we soon put together a vocal quartet with Margarita, Blanca y Gabriel Valdez. We sing everything interesting, both classical and modern, but we've also gone further. I also conduct a huge choir of over 400 voices that has performed all the polyphonic works. I see that in spite of your youth, your output is already very extensive. I don't know. I try to work as much as I can. I've written a suite burlesca, whose poems you've so kindly referred to, Ballada and Canción, a quite substantial number of songs, both for choir and for solo voice. And in recent years I've composed cuatro canciones, the Vido del Campo, a string quartet, etc. And what next? Oh, now I'm going home, delighted by your country's hospitality, and there I'll try to make known the music of Spain, which is so fresh, rich and exciting. You don't make enough of your own music, and that won't do nowadays. I say goodbye to Alfonso Letelier and Margarita with sadness. This last conversation, like so many others, has brought me knowledge of music and names that I scarcely knew. Spain needs quickly to get to know the music of Adolfo Allende, founder of the school of Santa Cruz, Letelier, Enrique Soto, Iramit, Catepos, Bisquert, Ling, Negrete, Maria Luisa Sepúlveda, Juan Casanova, René Amengual. Names which today are familiar to me because of the glowing tributes from this great artist. He too knows our composers and admires our music, as well as the performances of the Orchestra Nacional, one of the best he has heard. Those are his own words. And now, saying farewell to Margarita and Alfonso Letelier, let us hope that there will be reciprocal knowledge of the music of both our countries. Nothing would give me more pleasure, nor be more easy and beneficial to us all. We must not forget that music, uniquely among the arts, can bring nations together.